want to start a family soon.
Do you have a gal?
Yeah, the moment. Yeah, I do.
How long you been with this gal?
6 months.
Did you ever go on a trip with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go on a long trip with them.
Well, I think that 6 months might be a little bit early just yet.
No, if you want to find out what's up, you got to go on a trip.
Who made this rule up? I mean, I remember growing up as a kid and my dad going, listen, son, Ernie, if you're going to find out a woman, go on a 10-day vacation with her. This is what I'm talking about. Joe Rogan is so out of touch. People don't have the money to go on a 10-day vacation. That's 2 weeks. If you're a waiter and you serve tables, you're going to be homeless when you get back home.
Oh, you mean to work out compatibility?
Yeah, you got to see how they deal with travel, how they deal with stress, how they deal with restaurant. What is it? Can they keep up their act when you're with them 24 hours a day for weeks at a time?
It was when
Because I have to admit, the first thing on my mind when I'm meeting somebody is not compatibility or living in the same town as us or moving in together. It's going on a 10-day vacation and seeing what they act like in restaurants and all-inclusive vacations. In fact, it's the worst place to judge somebody because everybody's in a good mood on vacation. How many times have you turned to your wife and go, I wish we could always act like we're on vacation? Because Joe is worth $300 million, out of touch rich guy, and doesn't know what it means to work an actual job anymore. Joe, what happened, Joe?
I actually did do a week-long trip in Jamaica and had to go from Montego Bay to Kingston twice to get my visa renewed. Now, traveling through Jamaican traffic with somebody will really tell you an awful lot.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about like a Navy SEAL hell week of trying to throw difficult shit in that. So that worked.
You just need to see what people are like when they're with you all the time. Because people put on a show. They put on a show. You're a handsome guy. You're successful. They want to impress you. They want to pretend they're something that you would love. And then maybe they have ideas of morphing you and changing you over time. You know, you get a car.
Who hurt Joe? What woman hurt Joe so bad? Whenever he talks about women, he talks about like kicking them out of his like souped up Honda while listening to Belle Biv DeVoe around the Comedy Factory. I mean, he is so out of touch. It's unreal.
I think it's pretty good, but I like to update the engine. I do some shit to the tires, maybe change the way the interior looks. You start changing it, and then all of a sudden, Chris is wearing different clothes. What's going on, Chris?
Got to be careful. I put these glasses on. That's why it happened. But yeah, I decided to go and get a sperm count thing.
As you can tell, Chris was really, really awkward about this. And by the way, didn't see the conversation going about sperm count here on the JRE this week. Joe Rogan's been plummeting in the ratings, and maybe this is why. Maybe because he brings on guys I have no idea who they are, wearing rose-colored glasses, talking about their sperm count and how they want to be part of a woman's life like they're a fucking robot. There's no emotion behind either of these guys' conversations, and in fact, nobody wants to say anything to Joe when they get on a show that it's weird because they got to kiss the ring. And they haven't talked about transgenders in about 3 minutes. So what's going on, Joe?
Thing done. You know what a varicocele is?
No.
Okay, dude, this is something that I think every single guy needs to know about. So it's basically when you go through puberty, the way that the veins sort of form that blow heat off from your balls, they can form in a way where they just don't get rid of the heat that efficiently.
They don't cool your balls good.
Not enough. And it's in 15% of men, so it's super, super common. But 50% of men that go to urologist have got this. And I go in and I've had these balls my entire life. I've had these balls. Thank you. They're not transplants. I've had these balls since puberty. And I found out
Yeah, that's usually what happens. I don't usually mix up my set of balls. And I'm done with this episode of Joe Rogan because he hasn't talked about Sasquatch, UFOs, transgenders taking away your children, and this guy who I have no idea who he is. So this is our Ernie Watches Everything. Subscribe, like, or don't, because I don't give a shit. Bye.